Hi, good morning. Today in this session, we will talk about malnutrition. Before that, we should know about the balanced diet. Balanced diet is the food to maintain biological processes in our body in a perfect manner. We should take balanced diet. The balanced diet means the diet which we take has proper amount of all nutrients. Those nutrients are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, mineral salts, including refuges and water. La- eating of food, lack of one or more these nutrients in a proper amount that comes under the malnutrition. Okay, malnutrition. Malnutrition of three types is of three types. One is caloric malnutrition. Next protein. Next one is the both calorie and protein malnutrition is lack of one or more nutritions in our food that comes under the malnutrition. These are three types: caloric malnutrition, protein malnutrition, and calorie and protein malnutrition due to the socio-economic conditions, lack of awareness of our eating food, that so many reasons are comes under these. So commonly in children's we should see three type of diseases, that is the kwashiorkor, kwashiorkor, marsmus, obesity. Kwashiorkor, marasmus, and obesity. Kwashiorkor, marasmus, and obesity. Kwashiorkor. This is the due to the lack of proteins in our diet. Due to the lack of proteins in our diet, that may lead to kwashiorkor disease. The symptoms are swollen body parts. Swollen body parts due to the accumulation of water in our intercellular spaces, next to difficult to eat, fluffy face, diarrhea also. Diarrhea, fluffy face, difficult to eat, and swollen body parts. This comes under the kwashiorkor disease. Next, marasmus. This is the lack of both protein and calories. Protein and calories. Immediate second pregnancy of childbirth and repeated childbirth children has faced these diseases, marasmus diseases. Symptoms are very weak and lean, very weak and lean, and so joints of limbs swollen limbs, swollen joints of limbs, and diarrhea, and difficult to eat. All this comes under the marasmus disease. Next one is the obesity. Overeating. Obesity means overeating. That means providing more nutrients to our body, that may lead to obesity. Commonly obesity, so this is a very big health hazard, very big health hazard. So when the child is grow, he is targeted by the many other diseases due to the obesity. Those are the cardiovascular diseases. Next, renal disease. Next one is the renal disease, cardiovascular diseases, and that is the diabetes, are the common other diseases that should has take face. That's why we should very care about the taking of outside food, that is the junk food and dairy food and bakery items. So that smell leads to obesity. So this is about that malnutrition. Malnutrition means lack of one or more nutrients in our taking food. So these are of three types: caloric malnutrition, protein malnutrition, calorie and protein malnutrition. Calorie means that is a lack of calories. Proteins mean lack of calories. Both, though commonly in children, we should see the three: kwashiorkor, marasmus, and obesity. In our 10th standard, he that given these three diseases. Kwashiorkor, this is a lack of proteins. Lack of proteins in our diet. Lack of proteins in our diet. The main symptoms is swollen body parts. Swollen body parts due to the accumulation of water in our intercellular space, fluffy face, difficult to eat, diarrhea. Diarrhea are the symptoms. Marasmus means both calories and proteins are lack of food. So immediate second pregnancy and repeated childbirth, children are faced these marasmus disease. Very weak and lean. Very weak and lean. Joints, limbs of joints will swelling and diarrhea. Next, difficult to eat. To eat. Next one is obesity. Obesity is overeating. Overeating, taking excess amount of calories in our diet. In our diet, that leads to obesity. So it is very big health hazard. That when the grown that should has to face many other diseases, heart disease, గుండెకి సంబంధించిన వ్యాధులు. Next was sugar and renal means renal disease and gall bladder. అనేక రకమైన రోగాలు మనము ఫేస్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా మనం తీసుకునే ఫుడ్, దట్ ద జంక్ ఫుడ్, వెరీ excess amount of fats, oil foods and bakery foods, and those are the fried items also. So we should have to compulsory aware of about that junk foods and excess amount of calories food. Okay, this is about that malnutrition. Thank you. Next we'll see next another topic. Thank you.